Hey folks, it's James from Support here. Hope you're all well. Today I'm going to tell you all about vouchers in onCourse, what they are, where you can find them, and how you can make them. So vouchers are sold as products in onCourse. So when you create them and you want to sell them on the website, people would go to your website URL/products, and that's where people can find them. In onCourse, when you want to create a voucher type to sell, so the window is called Voucher Types. So that's what we're going to look for. And let's type in voucher, and we'll click Voucher Types here. And we're brought to the Voucher Types list view. So obviously in our test system, we have lots of different vouchers that we've created over the years. And for the purposes of this, I'm going to walk you through how to create a new one. So we'll come down to the plus button, just as we do pretty much everywhere else in the app. We'll create a new record. So this is a new voucher. We can see here there's a couple of mandatory fields which we'll all go through. So the top two are very self-explanatory. We have the name. This is what people will see on the website when they go to buy it. So it's good to name this something smart that relates to the gift voucher itself. You know, if it's like a birthday voucher, or if it's a 3-in-1 voucher. You know, you'll get 3 enrollments for the one voucher, something like that. Something that's going to describe it well to the customer. And then the SKU is just something a string that you make up. It's basically like a product code. It's the best way to think of that. We've got these two fields here which let you set the accounts that the money shifts into. So you've got both the liability account and the voucher underpayment account that you can select from if you have customized accounts that you've created. Otherwise, it will just use these defaults. And then here's probably the parts that you're more interested in. So the first part here, you can see expires 365 days after purchase. So that's obviously setting the expiry in the number of days. This part here is where you kind of are building what the voucher does. So there's 3 options you can select from here. This one is can be deemed for enrollment in, and then there's 2 more. There's purchase price and value as well. So the first one we'll go through is enrollment in. You can see here, this means that it can be redeemed for enrollment in how many classes? Let's say 3 classes from. Do we want to do all courses? We can either do all courses, we can do just English courses if we want, we can do kind of anything here. So let's say we have a beginning Japanese course. And let's say if I wanted to add both of those. Or maybe we want to make it for any language. So you can enroll in 3 classes from any of these language courses. And that's how we can do that. By setting it up as enrollment in, setting the number of classes, and then adding the course. And then lastly, we'd have down here, we have the voucher price, which let's say, I don't know, you can set this at whatever you want, obviously. Set it at $150. So status is whether it can be purchased in the office, so via onCourse, or online, which makes it available via your website. And then you can also set a data collection rule too, which if someone's buying via the website, you can collect a little bit of more information about who they are, if that's what you want to do. Let's look at these other voucher types. So we've got this can be redeemed for enrollment in voucher type. If we go to purchase price, this one's quite a bit easier. There's actually nothing for you to set here except for where it can be purchased. And that's because the purchase price is decided at checkout. So if it's available online, then somebody can enter the amount that they want to purchase it for, and it will give them that value in voucher that they can use to redeem where on your website or for an enrollment somewhere. And or in onCourse, that's obviously decided in the checkout as well. So that one's pretty self-explanatory. And the value here is if you want to offer, say, $150 worth of value for $100, and you can do that by typing the value, which is 150, but then the sale price is 100. And we'll just set any sort of data collection rule here. You can set that to whatever you want. And then lastly, you've got the web description down here, where you can, if you are selling the voucher on the website, this description will accompany the product description. You can also set relations as well. So if you want a voucher to be a part of a bundle or any other kind of sellable relationship that you have, you can also include a voucher in a corporate pass as well. Which means that if somebody was using a corporate pass or wanted to use this voucher, they would have to use a corporate pass at the same time for that to work. And that is how you go about creating a new voucher in onCourse.